Hi guys, super quick rundown since our last video. I had at that point seen the cardio god for my initial intake, and he had ordered a 2-week stick-on Holter monitor. So that monitor got sent off and back, and the results said that when I clicked the button when I had an event of chest pain or anything like that, that I was having inappropriate sinus tachycardia, which makes sense. That's pretty much what I expected. Then I had a cardiac stress test, which is having an EKG on while you run on a treadmill. Sucks, hate it. That was fine. They did an ultrasound of my legs to make sure that my veins were returning blood properly, and they said that they are, but they also diagnosed me with lymphedema, so I need to learn more about that. Then they did imaging of the heart while they shoved air into it through an IV. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's called a bubble study, and they put air in so that if they see any bubbles moving in ways that they shouldn't, it could indicate having a small hole in your heart. That came out fine, no holes in my heart, cool beans. Then came the stress test. Not the stress test, then came the tilt test. They strap you to a table like this, and then they tilt you up. They're trying to replicate the symptoms that you have in everyday life from positional changes. I did not have any appreciable changes without medication, so they gave me nitroglycerin. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Horrible, hated it. But what the symptoms showed when that came up was not postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, which I was expecting, but a different form of dysautonomia called primary cardioinhibitory response. So basically my blood pressure stayed the same, and my heart rate, instead of increasing dramatically, it actually tanked. So it's kind of funny because I have one set of symptoms captured by the Holter monitor where I have tachycardia, which is increased heart rate, and then I have one set of symptoms captured by the tilt test, which is my heart rate tanking. So kind of weird. The cardiologist said it was kind of weird. And he gave me a list of recommendations. I still have to have a sleep study, and I'm also going to be tested for Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which would actually make a lot of sense for a lot of reasons I'm not going to get into now. But the recommendations for the next 6 weeks are to make sure that my diet includes plenty of magnesium, potassium, and salt, both iodized and sea salt, and to do exercise at varying intensities as tolerated, and to kind of just hang in there. So at the 6-week appointment, he'll see how I'm doing and very likely prescribe some meds. I'm so excited. So that's what's going on. I am okay. It's been a crap year. I mean, everybody's having a crap 2020. It's been a crap year. I mean, health-wise and emotionally and business, and just everything has been pretty horrible. And so I hope that you're doing okay. So far, mostly my family's been okay. My daughter actually is just getting over having COVID. So she's young and healthy and had a mild case, so everything's cool. But this year, man. But I'm going to take it as 2020 is the year that I get answers and get everything in order. So we'll talk more soon. I'm going to do videos on the CHOPS protocol and the Levine protocol, both of which are recommended for dysautonomia patients to increase their exercise tolerance, and we'll kind of go from there. So have a good one.